Thousands stormed police stations across valley to court mass arrest, many hurt. And Tangkhul Nagalong warns Kuki militants to stop threatening passengers. Hello, Kurum Jerry. This is Northeast Window, and you're watching English News with me, Jessie THIYAM. Thousands of protesters today stormed police stations across valley districts in Manipur against the failure to release 5 village volunteers arrested by Manipur police on September 16th. More than 10 Marapaibis have been reportedly injured in fierce scuffles that erupted between security forces and the protesters. Teams of police personnel fired rounds of tear gas shells and mock bombs to disperse the people heading towards their respective police stations. Even as the scuffles continued, the women protesters lied down on the roads demanding they be arrested and killed too, causing great difficulties for women personnel to control the situation. Tens of thousands of protesters, mostly women from Kongba, Wangkai and Kurai Lamlong side stormed Porompad police station around 2 this afternoon. Several women protesters were injured in police firing as the protesters continued to head towards the police station despite warning. The injured have been reportedly rushed to Jennings.
Nisam manga the police king of Hajan gave adu Adrokadabdi Hadina, Makai Makayadagi, imagine Lepalaitana, upon Master Sanjandana, a Tubamatana Makoi Hadukuro, Makoi Hadok Tabakarabadi, a call to Hajan Biro, at Rabadi, a Famapandi, hello, have a map of the last lady. Manipur Langana Makata and Karitarokadaga, Amadikari, Kamtang Lokalaka Haba, Hajiba, the Kamangandri, Abdul the journalist, Amajikolana, Umarong Tamam, newtv.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯊꯋꯥꯏ ꯊꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯀꯠ ꯂꯩꯀꯠ ꯇꯧꯕ ꯂꯥꯛꯇꯅ ꯑꯊꯧꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯚꯤꯂꯦꯖ ꯚꯣꯂꯨꯟꯇꯤꯌꯔ ꯈꯔ ꯐꯥꯔꯒꯅ ꯇꯦꯔꯣꯔꯤꯖꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯍꯦꯛꯇ ꯄꯥꯟꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯐꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯗꯨꯒ ꯐꯥꯍꯧꯗꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒ ꯈꯦꯠꯅꯕ ꯂꯩꯇꯦꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯁꯨ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯕꯤꯌꯣꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯤꯗꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯂꯤꯗꯔꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯩ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯤꯗꯕꯅꯣꯕ ꯂꯤꯗꯔ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯁꯦꯡꯕ ꯋꯥꯗꯣ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯤꯌꯣꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯇꯥꯅꯤꯡꯗꯕ ꯋꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯈꯨꯠꯂꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯒꯅꯨ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯀꯅꯤꯅ ꯆꯣꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯝꯃꯣ ꯆꯣꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯀꯣꯏꯆꯦꯟ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯒ ꯂꯣꯠꯂꯦ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯪꯗꯅꯅꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯀꯟꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯊꯧꯅꯥ ꯐꯕ ꯚꯤꯂꯦꯖ ꯚꯣꯂꯨꯟꯇꯤꯌꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯦꯔꯣꯔꯤꯖꯝ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯀꯩꯗꯧꯕꯩ ꯄꯥꯟꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣꯕ ꯑꯔꯨꯕ ꯑꯦꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯦ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯤꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯟ ꯕꯦꯂꯦꯕꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯀꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯗꯣ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯜꯂ ꯊꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ पुलिसता ताइनगे हाइब नते प्रजा मसेन अखोय मसेन हाटनजे हाइब नते मैतै मसेन की असोयब गांथोंनजे हाइब नते अखोयना लाइसिदी हवाई हक्सांग यावना लेबाकी दमक सुंथोग मी तो फाजनबदो अदु यानिंगदे हाइबनेबा मोय फाजनलगदी अखोय लैरिबा मयामजे अखोय अमतनेबा अखोयसु लोइन फाबियोबा मणिपुर की लेकाई लेकाई की लैरिबा नाहा मयाम लेबाकी दमक अखोय की थवाई हक्सांग यावना चेनमिरिबा मयामजे सि लोइनमक फाबियोबा अदुना अखोय अनकंडीशनल वाइना विलेज वॉलंटियर्स मयामदो थादो पिरकदमनि अदु अथुबदा थादो पिरकत्रगदी ngasi changjalaiba khongjangje sigi makha taba manipur gi jaga khudimактagi changjalakpada lairiba laingaksina lairiba home department adugi complete daita logodabni haije ko haijani
Mayapibis of 𝐶𝐲𝐻 area also stormed 𝐶𝐲𝐻 police outpost demanding their arrest. On the other hand, Haingang police also fired tear gas shells and mock bombs to disperse women who were carrying out mass court arrest protests. Protests are also on in Bishnoi district demanding unconditional release of 5 arrested village volunteers by Manipur police. Women of Nambol stormed Nambol police station demanding their arrest if the 5 village volunteers cannot be released. Taking part in the protest, El Premila asserted that the women will not return home until the arrested 5 village volunteers are not released. Premila also maintained that the Kuki terrorists were allowed to carry sophisticated weapons in their so-called peaceful protest in Churachandpur and were not arrested, while Meitei village volunteers who were protecting the land are being arrested. Premila threatened of intense agitations if they are not released at the earliest.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯃꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝꯒꯤ ꯗꯃꯛꯇꯅꯦꯅ ꯃꯈꯨꯠꯇ ꯈꯨꯠꯂꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯆꯣꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯏꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯋꯥꯍꯪ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯠꯇꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯝꯖꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯛꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯆꯨꯔꯆꯥꯟꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯃꯈꯨꯠꯇ ꯈꯨꯠꯂꯥꯏ ꯄꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯂꯦꯂꯤ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯆꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯂꯣꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯋꯥꯏꯗ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯝꯄꯥꯛ ꯂꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯣꯁꯤ ꯆꯠꯅꯒꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯝ ꯆꯝꯖꯕ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝ ꯉꯥꯛꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯆꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯕꯤꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯖꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯔꯕ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯆꯨꯔꯆꯥꯟꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯕꯤꯁꯦꯝꯄꯨꯔ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯄꯨꯂꯤꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯁꯟ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝ ꯉꯥꯛꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯄꯟ ꯉꯥꯛꯄꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯆꯠꯆꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯂꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯃꯉꯥ ꯐꯥꯈꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯟꯗꯤꯁꯟ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯅ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛꯇꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯍꯨꯠ ꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯐꯥꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯆꯪꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯆꯠꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯆꯠꯂꯤꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯆꯠ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯈꯛꯇ ꯅꯠꯇꯅ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯏꯖꯤꯕꯤꯁꯟ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯀꯌꯥꯒꯤ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ.
Tangkhul Nagalong has condemned the acts of threatening innocent commuters and intimidating workers engaged in restoration work along the Imphal-Ukhrul route by armed Kuki militants and reiterated its warning to put an end to these threats immediately. In a press release, Vice President of TNL, R.S. Jolison, said the Tangkhul Naga community has been very tolerant towards such provocative and unconcerned behavior on part of the militants on multiple occasions so as to not jeopardize the prevailing peace and tranquility of the region. The TNL called for immediate end to such public nuisance in their jurisdiction, which has so far been peaceful and tolerant despite repeated provocations in the midst of the ongoing unrest. It strictly warned the concerned that any untoward happening due to their provocation will be the responsibility of the perpetrators and that they will be solely held accountable for all the unwanted consequences that follow. The Kuki villagers who are residing on the stretch of Ukhrul-Imphal highway should take serious note of such incident and bring immediate end to such nuisances lest they should also be equally blamed in the event of any untoward incident that follows, it said. Member of 91 Meitei Langgol Apunbal Mayapaibi Loop, Soibal Memcha, has claimed that women and children are unable to roam around freely in Langgol areas at night. Addressing media at Manipur Press Club today, Memcha alleged that the central forces currently deployed around Langgol area are acting according to their whims and fancies. She said these forces forcibly asked the locals to turn off lights at nights, thereby making women and children impossible to roam about freely. To top it, these central forces even passed sarcastic comments at Mayapibis who are on duty protecting the villages. Memcha condemned these despicable acts of the central forces and demanded their withdrawal from Langgol at the earliest. Deploying them at a location where there is no violence doesn't make any sense, and MEMCHA asks its authorities to deploy them in vulnerable areas. She further warned of intense agitations if they are not withdrawn from Langol.
Misi minaju lay banate, ako'y gisida karigumba irang amta layte karigumba isuom su layke. Ako'y yam tap na ingna santi ko na Langol sa layja bane. Adobo Central Forcing lak pasi dagiti ako'y kire mi paire. Ako'y kijaba po haji Langol areas ta thali ba may singje. Ako'y na muthalu haga daptor ga may muthalan ba. Amam atheng chat pa ako'y si aki tu jung ba po ba. Ado dagi hantok ta na Langol areas da mo na tong ba kusi tawra pa se masigi tam ta ako'y mang Langol da lay di ba sa 91 Maitay Langol gi apunba Mayra Paibi sing amadi praja sing sina aki tu jung ba polak pa ding asi ako'y tolak pa ning asi ako'y tola iba je Central Forcing je atuba matamda ako'y loktok pa pame loktok pikro lamoy na thambi gi haraga na irang toiba su sampu tangpokpi more je thabiro moy kai gi dam ta Langol na thambi no ako'y Langol anti yun ingal chekna leiba pame aduga ha gilba isa mga si karigi damakta kari marang gi damakta phabano mapam khuding lan tawba matam dadi lam ngak pa mayam chena mang thau haina senjal le haraga mang thali isa sing do karigi damakta phabi bano isa sing je phabi baje akoi yam nungai jade aduna phagi bi isa sing je condition amte yaudana atuba matam da thadok pirau.
Protection and Preservation Committee Manipur PPCM, Lamyanba Irabot Ningsing Thorum Observation Committee Lintok, and Manipur University Students Union MUSU organized a one-day symposium today at the Commerce Hall of Manipur University on Today's Manipur for a United Manipur, which was a dream of Lamyanba Irabot. Convener of PPCM, PH Nando Luang, Convener of Lintok, KH Gopen Luang, Co-conveners of Lintok, 𝐂𝐲𝐸, 𝐌 𝐂𝐃, President of MUSU, TH Sonamani, were main dignitaries at the event, while retired Head of Department of History of Manipur University, Professor Naram Joykumar, and columnist Gunachandra Kakchingtabam attended as resource persons. Speaking on the occasion, co-convener of Lamyanba Hizam Irabot, Ningsim Thorum Observation Committee, KH Gopen maintained that there are two kinds of undergrounds in the state. One is those who are fighting day and night for the motherland, for the people to bring an equal society, while the other is the elected members. The first kinds are those who sacrifice themselves for the sake of their motherland and fighting day and night for the people to bring an equal society. And the second ones are elected representatives of the people who are hiding and missing in action. Gopen further recounted the day of September 21st, 1948, when Lamyanba Hizam Irabot went underground after the historic Pundongbang incident. A warrant was issued against him. Gopen called upon the people of the state to unitedly pledge and take resolution for integration of the state, which Lamyanba Irabot had wished for.
Manipur underground makhan ani karam underground no har kanda lebak miyam gi oina majati gi oina thabak phajana tawrage manaba khunai ama thamnaba honabada ahing nungthin tumba chaba khangdana tumit kang marakta kakhoi marakta leliba naharon group ama aduga ani subadana miyam gi mihu nena thogla kanda mirot oina lot khraba elected members sing oiraba miyam gi ni har ka chiraba tanja sida mokhoi bu thiba khangdaba moibung khongduna thinaraba adugumba underground ama aduni hojik underground ani gi khenabaje Manipur University Students Union gi Kangbuga PPCM am Lintoka ngasi mafam asida sathariba People's Convention oiba Lamyanba Irabot na pamjaramba adugum lamba manaba khunai ama amadi hojiki apunba khunai ama oinana bohonaba amadi hojiki Manipur haiba People's Convention ama pangthoiba se 1948 ta khoigi Lamyanba Irabot na September gi tang kunga mathoida mifam ama phama kanda madudagi underground ta khibagi ado aiswai gi jaga sidane haji khoin lakningi bo wafamdi matamdu da man underground tariba underground do Manipur government na matamdu da lerba government na moise underground ni outfit ni na oiti ti da maji phadu gi torobneba adubu ngasi gi sahi kharagi matung sidadi yamna telaba matam gi manung sidadi akhoina mahapu mipam khuding mangna selu tawrieba masigum makhan gi underground se asibuneba aseng underground haise.
A cache of arms and ammunition was seized during cordon and search operations in Sangaitel area yesterday. Acting on a tip-off, a combined team of Patsoi Police Imphal West Commando, 𝐶𝐤𝐻 Operations Team, and troops of 5x9 Gorkha Rifles stationed at 𝐶𝐤𝐻 conducted the operations in surrounding areas of 𝐶𝐤𝐻 and Longga Koireng under Patsoi Police Station. According to police source, 2 local GI pipe puppy guns along with connected wires, 1 single-bore barrel gun, 50 rounds of 12-bore live cartridges, 4 number of mortar shells and electric wire were recovered during the operation. It may be mentioned, huge cache of arms and ammunition had been recovered from different places of the valley during search operations during the past few days. However, seizure of arms and conduct of search operations were relatively low in the hills, although there had been cases of armed loot in the hills too. Such partition conduct of the authority during the volatile situation has been one of the causes of concern and anguish among the people. As per a report from Manipur Police Control Room, situation in the state remained tense but under control, with sporadic incidents of firing and congregation of protesters during the last 24 hours between September 19th and 20th. Such operations were conducted by security forces in the fringe and vulnerable areas of Imphal West, Thoubal, Bishnoi, Kangpokpi, and Churachandpur districts. During the operations, 1 arm, 2 local pumpy guns, 50 ammunition, and 6 explosives were recovered from Imphal West and Kangpokpi districts. On the other hand, movement of 182 vehicles along National Highway 37 and 19 vehicles along National Highway 2 with essential items was ensured. Strict security measures were taken up in all vulnerable locations, and security convoy was provided along sensitive stretches in order to ensure free and safe movement of the vehicles. A total of 127 checkpoints were installed in different districts of Manipur, both in the hills and the valley, and police detained 873 persons in connection with violations in different districts of the state, the report said. Youth of Manipur has demanded updates from MLAs who have gone to Delhi. They met the demand since the resolutions made by the government has not been turned into actions. The resolutions include MPs from Manipur bringing up an adjournment motion in the ongoing special parliament session to resolve the crisis, MLAs who did not go to Delhi to provide an explanation, and MLAs cutting across party lines to travel to Delhi and raise a united voice before the parliament session ends. Failing to fulfill their demands, Youth of Manipur will carry out intense agitations. Youth of Manipur, in an effort to unite hill and valley, will meet Kabuis of Mahabali. District Mental Health Program and District Health Society 𝐶𝐤𝐯 observed 21st World Suicide Prevention Day at 𝐶𝐤𝐯 Government High School yesterday. District Mission Director of District Health Society, Dr. T.H. Rajan, Principal of 𝐶𝐤𝐯 Government High School Principal Chingakam Londoni, DNO Dr. K.H. Gopesor were among those who attended the observance. A quiz competition on suicide prevention was also held on the occasion. Leaders of Joe United, a recently formed organization that represents Manipur's Zo ethnic groupings, paid Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga a courtesy call in his chamber today. Leaders of Zo United expressed gratitude to Chief Minister Zoramthanga and the people of Mizoram for their support and concern for the IDPs. Additionally, they expressed gratitude to the Chief Minister for his guidance and for helping the Manipur Zo ethnic community in a number of ways. Yesterday, Zo United appointed their new leaders in Aizawl under the chairmanship of Letpao Haukip, the only Zo ethnic cabinet minister in Manipur. 48 leaders of Manipur Zo ethnic groups, 2 Manipur Zo ethnic ministers, and 5 MLAs were present, notably the NGO Coordination Committee Mizoram, meeting chaired by the President of the Central Young Mizo Association held at the Central YMA Committee Room, Aizawl, on September 6, 2023, unanimously decided to unite the zooethnic groups under the name ZooUnited. The National Medical Commission, India, has been awarded the coveted World Federation for Medical Education recognition status for a tenure of 10 years. According to a press release from the Union Health Ministry, WFME recognition will enable Indian medical graduates to pursue postgraduate training and practice in other countries that require WFME recognition, such as the United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, the release added. Under this accreditation of 706 existing medical colleges become WFME accredited, and the new medical college that will be set up in the coming 10 years will automatically become WFME accredited. This will also make India an attractive destination for international students due to our globally recognized standards. Apart from this, the NMC will get the privilege of enhancing the quality and standards of medical education in India by aligning them with the global best practices and benchmarks. The release added that recognition will increase the international recognition and reputation of Indian medical schools and professionals, facilitate academic collaborations and exchanges, and promote continuous improvement and innovation in medical education, and foster a culture of quality assurance among medical educators and institutes. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu has announced the creation of a new district, 𝐾𝐲, fulfilling a long-standing demand of the people of Yashuli Assembly Constituency in Lower Subansiri District. The announcement was made during a public meeting held at Yashuli yesterday, and the new district would be carved out of Lower Subansiri. The Chief Minister announced that the government is ready to create the 𝐾𝐲 district by bifurcating the existing Lower Subansiri district. Creation of 𝐾𝐲 district will also fulfill the long-time aspiration of the people of the Apatani Plateau to have their own district, Khandu said. With the creation of 𝐾𝐲, Arunachal Pradesh will now have 27 districts. Gangster Sukhdev Singh, who had fled to Canada from Punjab in 2017, has been shot dead by unknown man in Canada's Winnipeg. According to sources in Punjab police, Singh had joined pro-Khalistan forces. According to intelligence input, Sukhdev Singh, alias Sukha Duneki, gangster of Davinder Bambiha gang, was from Punjab's Moga. He is said to have been killed in Canada's Winnipeg in an inter-gang rivalry. Sukhdev Singh went to Canada in 2017 on forged passport. Duneki had been aiding, funding, and strengthening the Davinder Bambiha gang in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, and Rajasthan, the sources said. He was also inclined towards the pro-Khalistan outfits, but mostly met calls for extortions and indulges in Supari killings. Top intelligence sources said these killings are due to inter-gang rivalry between these groups. These groups want to own the Khalistani movement for the sake of money. On the other hand, jailed gangster Lawrence Bishnoi claimed responsibility for the killing of Khalistani terrorist Sukhdev Singh in Canada. In a Facebook post, Bishnoi's gang claimed that Sukhdev played a key role in the murders of gangsters Gurlal Brar and Vicky Midurkera. The gang termed Sukhdev a drug addict who got punished for his sins, and warned that their enemies will not be able to survive in India or any other country for that matter. Bishnoi is currently incarcerated in Ahmedabad on drug smuggling charges that are being investigated by the NIA. Bishnoi is also an accused in the murder case of singer Sidhu Moosewala. Sukhdel's killing comes at a time of heightened diplomatic tensions between India and Canada, after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau told the House of Commons earlier this week that his government had credible allegations linking Indian government agents to the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil in June. India has meanwhile halted visa services for Canadian citizens amid escalated tensions between the two nations over Khalistan issue. BLS International Services, which runs the visa application centers in Canada, today said that Indian visa services in Canada have been suspended until further notice with effect from September 21st. Government of India, however, is yet to officially announce this update on visa services for Canadians. BLS International is an outsourced partner and perhaps provides services in collaboration with the Indian government to those who want to apply visa for India in Canada. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, once considered a chief rival of former President Donald Trump, has fallen behind two Indian-American presidential candidates in the latest GOP polls in the crucial early primary state of New Hampshire. According to the CNN University of New Hampshire poll, Trump continues to be the first choice of 39% of likely GOP primary voters in the first in the nation primary state. Surprising is the continued sliding down of DeSantis. He has fallen behind two Indian-American candidates, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy and former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. While Ramaswamy's popularity continues to rise, Haley is fast catching up. Ramaswamy now is next to Trump with 13% support, closely followed by Haley at 12% and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie at 11%. Ramaswamy's increase is concentrated more among those who are not registered Republicans and among younger likely voters. Saudi Arabia Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman said the kingdom will obtain a nuclear weapon if its rival Iran does so first. Speaking about the threats associated, MBS said the kingdom is concerned whenever any country acquires a nuclear weapon. However, he suggested no one would use a nuclear weapon because this would mean starting a war with the rest of the world. Any country uses a nuclear weapon, that means they are having a war with the rest of the world. The world cannot see another Hiroshima. If the world sees 1 lakh people dead, that means you are not, that means you are in a war with the rest of the world, said MBS. Ever since former US President Donald Trump reneged on the 2015 Iran nuclear deal and the Joe Biden administration refused to get back to it, Tehran has sped up its nuclear advances, threatening the stability of the region. And before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Thousands storm police stations across Valley to court mass arrest, many hurt. And Tangkhul Nagalong warns Kuki militants to stop threatening passengers. And that's all we have for now, but for more news updates, keep watching Northeast Window.